So good afternoon, everyone. Today's topic is we learn to walk not by following rules, but we actually learn to walk by walking and by allowing ourselves to fall down. So let me introduce myself by the following video. So what you've just seen is one of the award-winning computer graphics animation done by my company. So actually my love for computer graphics has been in the past 16 years. And it all starts from when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I used to play toy models, robotic Gundams. I used to paint on it. It's essentially a logic of assembling complex structure into an art form, and I love it. And when I grow up, I find that the computer animation is the perfect evoluted form of assembling complex logic into an art form, so the obsession on these toys becomes a passion. And then today, it becomes the company. So we have been doing a lot of work over the past 10 years, over 300 projects we've done, and we are doing quite well. So I'm actually initially asked to talk about the entrepreneurship of this company, how I bring up the company. But I find it will be a little bit boring if I talk about my business plan. So I decided to talk about the 2 fascinating years I've been doing before I started with the company, which is of tremendous importance of later my mentality of starting this company and eventually lead me to an entrepreneur. So let us roll out the timeline to year 2001. The legendary Mr. Richard Branson said, "The balloon only have one life, and the only way of finding whether it works is to attempt to fly the whole world." So I was a graduate at that time. I was a computer graphics artist student, and I've been doing all the work in my lab day by day, and I enjoyed it. I was doing my creation like any other computer graphics artist. And only that I comes to a stage where I actually have the thought come to my mind that I'm not really satisfied with my life. So it's like the feeling that there are ants biting my arms, that I really want to do something different. So I decided to make a change to my life. And then I tell myself, I need to get out of the computer screen, I need to get out of this desk, I need to get out of this room, and eventually I want to get out of Hong Kong to see the world and to see people out there. So the problem is, when I tell my friend said, "All right, you want to travel the world, but where do your money comes from?" I said, "I don't have money." So then they said, "Then be a good boy and stick back to your computer graphics work and find a job." And then I think, well, okay. So the next step I'm doing is I actually find a job. So I went to an airline and I applied for a flight attendant. So this way, my dream come true because I am actually paid to travel. So it's a fascinating year, and it begins here because at first I got trained to serve with passengers. I interact with people coming from international backgrounds. I'm trained with mannerism. And then I got trained with this, like holding up fire extinguishers and like rescuing panicked passengers from their locations. And then I got trained to like pointing exits, like path lighting like this. So all these are very interesting experience I begin with. And then here comes the real things I want to do. I actually go to a lot of different countries in the world. Europe, Dubai, United States, China, India, Southeast Asia, Africa. There are lots of places I've been to. So I got to see a lot of people. That's exactly what I want to do. That's exactly the difference I want to make. I want to go around to see the life out there, interacting with people, seeing metropolitans, seeing the nature, seeing the people out there, developing country, children, and even I go to some exotic trip like bungee jump, skydive, and paragliding. There's a lot of things really interesting to do when I can travel the world like this. So here's the life, that year of my life. And I've been enjoying it, and then the result is I've got to travel 53 cities in 1 year. And the most important thing is that I got to see the world, and the world is a big educational institute for me. But there's something I want to do. I have this computer graphics dream that I want to achieve, but now I'm just like putting it aside. So I've got to make it right. So I kiss goodbye to the job. And the next thing is like the days of being a monk. I have this plan. I want to start my career high in my position. So I plan to go for further study and then make a short film so that my career can start even higher from that. But the problem is that I don't have the money to pay the expensive tuition fee for the university abroad. So I've come up with this poor man's theory, poor man's study plan, where I actually have a friend in Canada who also study arts and animation, and then I plan to go there and bring only my desktop, and then the whole year is spent like this. So this is my desk, this is my friend, and this is the place where I live. Basically, every day I'm like a full-time student studying, only I'm studying by myself. I do R&Ds, I do idea sketching. This is my sketchbook. I do a lot of idea development, analysis of production, software technology, and I also went to the bookstore aside. Not only I read animation books, but I read all kinds of books that is like psychology, philosophy. Basically, I'm accumulating my knowledge, and I try to enrich my life, and I try to figure out what my life is want. So at last, I come back to Hong Kong, equipped with a lot of knowledge I gained in this year, and then I try to move to the next step where I try to do my short film project, which is called the Talent Project. And this is the prototype of my company. I rent a village house, get a group of talents, and then I try to do this production where I want to do a short film, hopefully getting some awards, and then we will start from there. And we are enjoying the life there because we are a group of passionate people, and we have the balcony so that we can drink beer every day. We have the ceiling so that we can go barbecue every day. We are enjoying life there. So it's like a 4-month plan of production. We are doing it every day. We are even living there. And 1 month passed. The progress is okay, but it's a little bit lagging behind. 2 months passed, the progress is not okay. And then 3 months passed, the progress is completely out of control. And I am sitting down with one of my ex-business partner there, and we said, we don't have money left. and we are not going to make it. So the project failed, and we are still smiling, you see, but we have no money left. So we are really in the very dark moment of our life, and this is really embarrassing. Our plan crashes. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, this failure is one of the most beautiful moments of my life, because by this failure is actually a true turning point. We finally got to put our artistry into a reality that we think we must figure out our life. We mustn't let the failure crash our plan. So we sit down there, think about a true business plan that is sticking to the market, how we brand ourselves, how we bake all the experience of my flight attendant life and the knowledge I gained from Canada so that I can make a viable plan. And this is the true start of my career. And this is the end of the days of being wild days, and my career actually starts here. So, to round up, I want to talk about our topic again. We learn to actually walk not by following rules, but by actually walking it. And I prove it right. And to round up, I want to make a fast forward from year 2003 to the year 2012, that's today. And this is our first office, and then the second office, third office, and the final office. I would like to encourage all of you to embrace the randomness of life and walk your own way. Thank you.